Good evening, everyone. My name is Subram Sagar Samon, and I am the head developer of our team AASAND. We are currently working on the SIH problem statement mobile-based EHR companion for ASA workers in low internet area. Our problem statement number is SIH 25219 and our team ID is 87918. Today I am going to demonstrate the functionalities of our Android-based app made for ASA worker and PHC member. This app is a proposed solution for the selected problem statement. I have divided this demonstration into two parts. First part is to showcase the offline data storage capability and second part is to showcase our cloud auto-sync and cloud data storing. Before moving to the demonstration, let me show you our developed application. Here you can see I am opening Android Studio. This is our application for PHC members. Here you can see it is the authentication page. This is our client side software, and let me show you the server based backend. 1 minute. This is our backend, and I am going to give you a brief detail on what tech stack we have used for our application. Here for mobile based application Android app, we have used Kotlin and RoomDB for local data storage, and for server we have used Node.js and Fastify for developing all the APIs, and for the server backend we have used Postgres database for high scaling and robust compatibility. Here you can see we have deployed our backend on a cloud based server. Our server strategy is currently running. Also, on a side note, if you want to see our code base and detailed readme, then you can also visit this site. This is our official repository of all the code. This is the repository for our app containing all the Kotlin based program. It is currently in open source. You can check it out here. To see the code base of our backend, you can check this repository. Both repositories are under the same account, so you can check the backend here. We have also mentioned our team details for authentication and verification. You can see this is our team AASAND team and team ID 87918 problem statement. This is for authentication and verification that this was developed by our team, not copied from anywhere else. This one and also our Android app. Both are only developed by our team only. Now let's move to the first part of our demonstration. So here you can see I have already opened our application in a emulated Android device. You can see this. So first I will complete the authentication and move to the home page. Let's go. Right now I am going to type some random authentication credentials as it is for demonstration, so it won't record any actual account. I am choosing the villager role. Here you can see we have also have feature for multiple languages, but it is not currently implemented. For demo purpose we have only set English as our primary language. Here you can see it is our home page, and you can see all the labels and features here. So this is the home page of our application. Let me guide you all the buttons and features. So this is the input tab where you have to input your all data and records. And here you can see each section shows all the locally stored data. Like if you are inputting a name of a family or any villager, then after storing it, it will show here, and here you can see it is showing some status of written as synced. This means that our data is already synced with the backend hosted on a cloud server, and it is available on both cloud and local. So let me demonstrate some basic functionality. I will save some data. I am going to write my own name here. Now I am going to save this data on my local storage on my phone. You can see we have successfully stored our first data, Shekhar. You can notice here it is showing another type of status, that is pending. Why it's showing? Because first it will store on local data which we made on RoomDB. We have used RoomDB for local data storage. So it has been successfully stored on RoomDB on the local app, our AASAND app, but it it hasn't been updated in the cloud storage, right? We haven't updated it on the cloud storage, like auto sync feature is not enabled yet. Our data hasn't been uploaded to the cloud yet, that's why it is showing pending. It is helpful to get details about whether our data is locally stored or cloud stored or both. So let me show you where it is stored. In the app we can see which type of data is stored here. Here the Sekhar. Now I am going to show you the room DB where the data is stored in a column and row format. As you can see, this is the room DB data storage, the local storage. Our motto is to create an app for AASAND members where they can store data both in offline and online mode. In online mode, data will be stored on cloud storage, and in offline mode, it will be stored on local storage. Here I will show you data is stored locally or not. Here you can check, we have created a small database named AASAND.db. This is the room DB based database. As you can see, this is our basic schema. Now I will check if our data is correctly stored or not. Here you can see we have all stored data showing here. We'll verify now. See, here are all data showing. You can see all our stored data are showing in the local storage successfully. You can also verify. Here we have AND, Prisma, Hackathon, SIH and Sekhar. These are the words we have tried to save locally from our app. Inside the room DB, inside our Android storage, you can also see it has a synced column. Here you can check it has been synced with cloud storage or not. In our app we can see except the past record, all the other records have been successfully stored on local and cloud both, but the past record Sekhar is not been submitted to cloud storage. You can also see on Sekhar data the synced column has 0 value. That means that our data is only being stored in locally. It hasn't been uploaded on the cloud storage. That's why it's showing 0 value on sync column, but other values have 1 value in the synced column. Why? Because it has already been uploaded successfully. You can see every data has its own unique ID, created at unique ID this, so that we can filter through all the data. This is the offline storage where our data first saved on locally. Now move to the second part where I will show you how our data is being uploaded to the cloud, and I will also verify that is our data successfully uploaded on cloud or not. Here we also have setting options. Here you can see auto sync feature, as we have mentioned in our documentation that our app has both auto sync feature and manual sync feature. In manual sync you have to manually sync your local data with cloud storage. In auto sync, if we leave the app with auto sync feature, then our background logic will automatically sync the data whenever there is available internet. Like if you are heading to a village where there is low internet or no internet, then the app will store the data locally. When we click on sync data, then it will store on cloud, or if you enable the auto sync data always, as you can see here is data auto sync is on, it will try to reach to the server and connect to it and then send the data to server. There is no need for manual interaction or human interaction with the app. It will automatically store all data to the cloud. We can also clear our local data messages. If I will click this, click on this button, here you can see all the local data storage are gone. There is no local data. We can also delete and restore from our local storage. Now I will type another data for demonstration. It has pending data status. Here you can see our app will show if the server is offline or online. By this way, the AASAND members can check whether server is down or up. As you can see here is showing the server offline, meaning our app is not being connected to the cloud storage. We have also given a refresh button where you can actually refresh it, or you can move to cloud storage. Here in this section, if I change it to cloud server, you can also refresh cloud, where it will fetch all the data from cloud to our local app. So in case if you want to verify the data from both local and cloud, then you can refresh the cloud. It will fetch all the data stored in cloud and released here. As we don't have any cloud data, because before demonstration I have already wiped out all data from cloud and local. Here you can see after clicking refresh cloud, it took some time and a notification pop-up came here showing that successfully refreshed, and all the data which has been stored on cloud now showing here. You can switch back to cloud whenever you like. This is the local storage, this is the cloud storage, so that you can always check what data has been uploaded and what data hasn't been uploaded. So this is our cloud data and this is our local data. Now I will show you how to sync. You can see we have provided a sync button. If I try to click it, you can see a pop-up synced 1 failed 0. It means that our local data has successfully been stored in the local, and then it has successfully been stored on a cloud. So both data are synced now. Now I will also verify whether it is successfully synced on server or not. Here you can see we have an open public endpoint where you can view all the stored data. It is only for demonstration purposes, that's why I have made it public, so that I can show you which data is being stored. If I try to refresh it, you can see the latest data has been uploaded successfully. It has been written Shekhar, sender Android, of course our Android app, our client side software. It has also given timestamp for checking when it was being uploaded, and delivered true. Deliver status true meaning it has successfully been stored. Now that we have seen our data has been successfully uploaded on cloud, also created a small PSQL based small Postgres client where you can fetch all the data from cloud to local. You can fetch all the data from cloud server to our client and view it in a more organized and professional way. Here you can see I have fetched the data sometime before the demonstration. Now I will try to fetch the data again. Let's see what changes we have got this time, what new data we have on our cloud storage. As you can see, we have data shaker. We have new data in our column. In the content column, you can see the shaker data has been uploaded. So that means it has successfully fetched the cloud data from our cloud backend to the local client, and you can check all the details here. Every data has been assigned with a unique ID, so that you can uniquely identify and filter them through. Created at all the timestamp are given, and all the sender list is given here. So that means our app has successfully stored the data named Shekhar locally, then with cloud, and we have also fetched the cloud data to show it in more tabular format for convenience. Now I will show you if our app will work in offline state or not. As you can see in the emulated app, there is internet available. So I will turn off the internet now and see what happens to our application. Now let's try to sync something and store it on locally first. I will try to log out. I will log out. Login again. Now that we are totally offline, our app don't have any internet connection. You can see no internet connection. Now we'll try to log in again and try to store some data. Our app supports offline authentication. That means you can also log in your account whenever there is no internet. Let's see. Now that we are in a home page, we'll try to store some data locally first. I'm going to type SIH and store it locally. The data has been stored successfully. Now we'll check. Here you can see the SIH data is successfully stored in locally, and the sync status is 0 because it hasn't been synced to the cloud storage. And now I will open it again. Now that our application don't have an internet connection, we'll try to sync. Let's see what happens. As you can see, the server not reachable pop-up came, and you can also see the server status has been changed to red. It was blue first because it was online and also connected to our client-side software, but now that we have no internet connection, our server status has been changed to offline and its color has been changed to red. That means there is no server connection to our client-side software. Now we will switch back to cloud server section. Let's see what data we have here. You can see the recent data which I uploaded as SIH hasn't been uploaded to the cloud. We try to refresh. Cloud refresh failed. That means all the features work successfully and there is no bug, no errors. Our app first with internet connected to the backend hosted on a cloud server. It's stored locally and then sync the data with cloud storage. But now that we don't have any internet, the cloud auto sync failed. We have also provided a small label where you can see when your app was last synced with data, as we have implemented an auto sync feature. Last auto sync at this time. You can see I have auto sync on. That's why when I first logged in and came to the home page, it provided a pop-up about server not reachable. That happened because our app is now in auto sync on mode. That's why whenever you open your app and after login, then it will try to auto sync all the local data which hasn't been uploaded to the cloud server before. That's why when I entered the home page, it returned a server error saying that server is not reachable. If I turn this feature off, you can see the feature is off now. The pop-up won't come next time when I try to log in. I will switch back to local storage. You can see it's still pending as there is no internet connection, but it has been successfully stored in the local database. That means our app works both in internet rich areas and areas where there is no internet connection or low internet connection. You can store data in both ways. Now we will check out cloud storage if it has the data or not. I will zoom out. Now when I try to refresh, you can see it's still showing the shaker data as my PC has internet connection. See, so and the server is always running online. It runs 24/7. Even if you try to store your data at night, then it will also accept your data. You can see the latest data SIH hasn't been uploaded yet because our client-side software is offline. There is no internet connection to the phone. This demonstration has been uploaded to the YouTube, so you can check it out there. In the project submission, we have provided all the details and how our app works in written format so that you can understand in more technical way and in more depth. For further details, you can also check out our documentation which we provided during the submission. We have provided a PPT, a dedicated documentation, and a YouTube link where I have showed all the demonstration of our app. As it is a prototype, so I am not able to show all the features and all the written functionalities in the documentation. We have created a comprehensive solution and mentioned it in written format in the documentation. Again, on a side note, you can also check our front-end and application source code here. It is a public repository we have created for checking out, and the backend of our server code here. In this demonstration, we have successfully stored the data in locally first, then viewed the data in the room DB or phone storage, then tried to upload it on cloud storage, then fetch the cloud data to a small client to see it in a tabular format, all the Postgres data, and also in the app we can also fetch the cloud data to view which data has been uploaded. For further details, please check out our documentation I provided during submission. Now I am going to end the demonstration. Thank you.